ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcoming you to this week's episode of Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Yes, boys and girls, we've made it to Friday. Sorry, just make sure everything's still on pretty good. There's Facebook and there's YouTube. Anyway, yes, this is Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Tonight, where we talk about the good old days of professional wrestling, back when wrestling was wrestling and wrestling was real. Because damn it, it is still real to us. Damn it, I say damn it twice. Like I said, this is highly pinnacle professional stuff. Not really, totally amateur here. Yes. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of professional wrestling. Speaking of, it'll be today in wrestling history, March 28th night or March 28th. Excuse me. You know what? It is about that time because it has been a long, hard week as usual. I know you, ladies and gentlemen, been working hard all week as well. I do feel sorry for those of you who have to work the weekend, but this goes to you too. All you folks are appreciated. So if you got one, open it up. Cheers. Now I think I feel better. Anyway, so yeah, it is Friday night. Of course, this week's watch along will be Leroy McGuirk's Tri-State Wrestling. Uh, that was what was called. That's what the territory was called before. It was called the Mid South Wrestling or Mid South Sports. Before Watts took it over. I thought, oh, I'll have to look it up. Let's do that. Well, I like a fool. There we go. So I guess yeah. I think so. Yeah, I don't think Watts was affiliated with this. On February 23rd, 1981, Watts filed documents to bring Miss South Dakota. Matters worsened as seven wrestlers went on strike. Went on strike on August 21st. Their grievance was that McGuirk had not paid them in several weeks. Wow. So yeah. Anyway, this is probably basically Leroy McGuirk's last year as the as a promoter. I believe he yeah 1982 ceased operations, and then Bill Watts pretty much and Mid South Wrestling took over after that. Was in a Leroy McGuirk was in a bad automobile accident in 1950. That's what caused him to uh, his glasses shattered and blinded McGuirk permanently. So yeah, that is a little bit about Leroy McGuirk. So yeah, this is probably Leroy McGuirk's last year of that territory. Let me BS a little bit more. Get a few folks in here. I think people are used to me being late. Not that late today. Only a couple of minutes late, probably. not like, you know, sometimes where I can be extremely late. Not extremely late. If things are working right, I'm probably about, you know, 5, 10 minutes late, getting everything going. Uh, yeah, did a lot of traveling this week. Went to Albany, Georgia, Wednesday. Went to a couple of sites there. Today, went back up to Spartanburg, South Carolina. That was a doozy. And came back today, so a little tired, not too bad tired. Man, I didn't have to wake up like extremely early this morning or anything like that. But yeah, not sure what I'm doing. I think I'm just going to kick back and relax this weekend as well. I got some work stuff to do as usual. But anyway, on before I forget, uh, as you seen last night and tonight, had a little 10 bell salute for Bill Mercer, who was the a longtime play-by-play commentator for World Class Championship Wrestling. Didn't know he was a radio news guy announcing the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Yes, it was on a Dallas news radio. Let me get those call letters again. Actually, didn't know until he passed away. Let's see. During World War II, Mercer served in the United States Navy from 1943 to 1946 aboard the USS Rixey as a signalman. So if you know all that stuff. So yeah, on the day of the assassination of John F. Kennedy, Mercer was a news anchor and reporter with Dallas radio station KRLD. Mercer covered the topic extensively from the field for KRLD and later became the first reporter to inform the assassin Lee Harvey Oswald that he would be charged with murder for his actions, which uh, he didn't last long either. He was uh, he was gunned down himself. Let's see, what was his name again? I forgot. Jack Ruby. Yes, I want to make sure I thought that was the name right, um, but uh, sometimes uh, my my memory don't serve me too good. But yeah, it was Jack Ruby who shot and murdered Lee Harvey Oswald before he can uh, face everything. So yeah, I am on YouTube and Facebook Live. So come join in the excitement. Let me get back to Facebook. So I'm live, like Dusty Road would say, live in a living color, baby. You can join me on the chat on YouTube if you're watching me on YouTube, or you can check me out or make comments on Facebook Live if you're watching me on Facebook Live. I see you both going. Go on, make a comment. Hey, just say hello. That's all good with me. Also, let's see what drop a like button. Hit that one. Sorry, I'm having a tough time today. Uh, hit the like button. Also, if you're not a champ yet, hit that subscribe button on YouTube or friend me or follow me on Facebook. And basically, you'll see all my content on YouTube. I usually advertise on there. And be friendly with these folks. Joking, what's up? Just got home from Captain D's. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a couple Captain D's a week or two ago. It didn't. it did not agree with me whatsoever. It wasn't that good, but it was not as bad as Long John Silver. I'm gonna tell you, folks, especially if you're around my age, maybe give or take my age, if you're out of town somewhere, you say, "Oh, this place has a Long John Silver. This place used to be actually good. Well, let me check it out." Don't don't do that. It was bad. Let's just say that. I got the fish and shrimp from Long John Silver and a couple of pieces of shrimp, two bites of fish. I was like, this ain't gonna end well, and it didn't. Let's just say that it did not end well. But hello, Brenda Watson. Nice sunglasses there. Um, you know what? I actually forgot my drink, other drink, to go along with this. I should have grabbed it, but I didn't because it is a little hot in here. I don't think the AC is working quite right. I'm gonna have to get that checked out because it is getting hot out there, ladies and gentlemen. A little cold in the mornings, but about 9:30, 10 o'clock, depending on where you're at, it starts warming up again. So anyway, next week on Wrestling Gold Friday night, we will go back to World Class and check that out. I think it's been a while since we done World Class, so we will definitely go there and see what's up. Um, Speaking of next week, I got in my head next week. I think it's Dynasty Weekend for AEW. So for Spot Show live stream next week, might be totally devoted to. I might be. I'm gonna say it might be. I don't know. Depends on what I can finish up, get done, and prep and everything. But gonna do the Dynasty predictions. And if you go maybe a year ago, whenever last year's Forbidden Door happened, I did a little Wrestling Geek fantasy booking. So this year, I'm going to do it again for AEW Dynasty. I meant to do one for Survivor Series, doing the co-op promotion, AEW WWE Star Series, but didn't really get it, or didn't really. I started, did not finish, and like I said, even with the Forbidden Door thing, I kept scratching things out, doing it over, scratching more things out. I was like, you know what, this pen ain't working. So went to the pencil. I thought, you know what, I got this thing called laptop. I can probably you know delete, return, all that good stuff. Better doing that than trying to write things down. Uh, so I'm going to do one again for AEW. Little fancy booking. I don't know. You tell me. Do you want to know the subject that I'm thinking about doing, or do you want me to find out next week? I could tell you the subject now. Then if something happens, I'm not able to do it. It won't be a total letdown. And again, if I do tell you, it get me a little more motivated to get it done. Or do you, once I get done, announce it for next week, you kind of be um, either excited or not excited about the subject? So y'all tell me, do you guys want to know the subject to what I'm trying to fantasy book for AEW, or keep it a surprise? But anyway, uh, let's get on to the show now. Y'all can tell me later. But yeah, I do feel for y'all going to Captain D's. It's like a lot of places. It's nothing is as good as it used to be. I mean, I've totally given up on. I, I'm barely hanging on with some of those places if they got at least good, I guess, chicken nuggets. Speaking of chicken nuggets, I don't know if anybody follows me on Facebook. Sorry, I don't mean to digress. I know y'all want to talk about wrestling, not bullshit about food. But is it just me because I order barbecue sauce, or does this happen to a lot of people? And this ain't just a one-off thing. It's happened quite a bit last solid solid year. Maybe give another year to a few months. But a lot of times when I order, it doesn't matter where it is, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. I don't order any sauce for Zaxby's. I usually get their salad because I gotta watch my figure. Just kidding. Instead of giving me barbecue sauce, they give me ketchup. It's like, why don't you just tell me you don't have barbecue sauce and don't try to replace it with ketchup? Ketchup and barbecue sauce is two different leagues, not the same. I mean, I know a lot of people do honey mustard or whatever, sweet and sour thing. I've got all the sauces. But I usually get barbecue because it's pretty simple and not that hard to screw up. But yeah, let me know. Let me know about the fantasy booking thing. Let me know about the sauce thing. But let's get this show on the road. Let's talk about the history of professional wrestling on this date. Like I said, this date is March 28th. Let me get my notes up too. Oh, this is highly professional. All right. On this date in 1973, Jerry Lawler and Jim White, managed by Sam Bass, defeated Jackie Fargo and Jerry Jarrett for the Southern Tag Team titles in Nashville, Tennessee. On this date in 1980, the Tupelo, Mississippi Brawl. I think this was the second one they had. In 1980, Tupelo, Mississippi, on a Jerry Jarrett promoted show at the sports arena. The promotion does a second Tupelo concession stand brawl. The first one had been in June 1979. This one featured the Blonde Bombers, Larry Lathan, featured Moondog Spot, I believe, or one of the Boondogs, and Wayne Ferris, feature a Honky Tonk Man, feature greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, Honky Tonk Man. I guess now it's Gunther since he broke his how many days he held it, the length he held it. Anyway, that they brawled with Ricky and Robert Gibson. The Bombers handcuffed Robert Gibson to the ring ropes. Then they brawled with Ricky Gibson into the concession stand area. Eventually, Robert Gibson escapes and joins the brawl. This angle will be recreated multiple times over the years, including almost a year and a half later with Eddie Gilbert and Ricky Morton against Masafuchi and Atushi Onita. Yes, that Onita. In September 1981. On this date in 1981, in Old Saybrook, Connecticut, at the senior high school, Andre the Giant defeated Hulk Hogan. Just recently watched WrestleMania 3. Yes, I will be doing a classic wrestling reminiscing of WrestleMania 3 because, hey, it's getting about that time. Also on this date, 1981, in Puerto Rico, Tommy Gilbert defeated Medico 2 to win the World Wrestling Council Caribbean Championship. On this date in 1986, Mustafa Ali was born. So happy birthday to him. On this date in 1988, the Bruise Brothers, Ron and Don Harris, defeated Max Payne and Gary Young. Of course, that's not the way Ronda Down Harris looked in 1988. A lot shorter hair. I think they was trying to go for that pretty boy uh, look, or at least the promotion was, but couldn't find any photos of that. I couldn't really find any photos of Max Payne and Gary Young together, but the Harris boys beat them for the CWA tag team titles. And on this date in 1989, the WWF presented WrestleMania 15 in Philadelphia at the First Union Center. Attendance 18,274, with a gate bringing $1,438,050. By God, that's a hell of a payday. On this card, you seen dark match. Jacqueline defeated Ivory. D'Lo Brown and Tess win a battle royal. Also in the match were Steve Blackman, Justin Bradshaw, Brian Christopher, DOA, Ron Don Harris, Draws, Farouk, Gilbert, Godfather, Charles Wright, oh, the Godfather, Matt and Jeff Hardy, Legion of Doom, Median, Public Enemy, Tiger Ali Singh, Scott Taylor, and Viscera. Bob Holly defeated Al Snow and Billy Gunn in a hardcore triangle match to win the WWF Hardcore title. WWF World Tag Team Champions Owen Hart and Jeff Jarrett defeated D'Lo Brown and Test. Butterbean defeated Bart Gunn by knockout in a brawl for all match. That was a interesting, because I remember the whole brawl for all happening. Probably not as exciting as they made it out to be, but I guess I was kind of shocked that Bart Gunn was able to beat Steve Dr. Death Williams, but they did have boxing gloves on and all that good stuff. So uh, not sure what would happen if it was a straight up like UFC shoot where you can grapple. If that would end up saying, but uh, they landed on saying, Bart Gunn's pretty tough guy, legitimately, as well as Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn could be kind of want to leave that one at home or leave that one alone as well. Um, but yeah, watch the whole Dark Side of the Ring about the brawl for all, and uh, sort of remember hearing about people getting hurt, but then they kind of told the whole story like a few people got hurt, and it was kind of a bad idea, but it was not the most exciting few minutes of wrestling on every week on Raw. Felt bad for Bart Gunn. They brought in Butterbean. This fight didn't last long at all. He just couple punches, laid him out, and because Butterbean was a professional boxer. Hello, Karen Poole. How you doing tonight? But yeah, I definitely remember that whole little ordeal, and I was like, well, if Bart Gunn was going to get any kind of push, it's gone now. Um, I think I actually said that to my friends who was hanging out watching it. It's like, well, don't let Bart Gunn be getting a push anytime soon. It's gone now. Now, it would have been interesting if he was able to beat Butterbean. Then it kind of forced somebody's hand to, use him. And before that, he had just already, he'd done been split up with Billy Gunn and was part of the new Midnight Express. Uh, I forgot their stupid names. Bodacious Bart and, or Bodacious Bob and Beautiful Bart. Something stupid like that. Because they was doing the whole NWA thing. They brought Dan Severn in and all that. Good. Howard Brody. They had a little one-off match with Jeff Jarrett and Barry Windham for the North American Championship, which Jeff Jarrett won. yada yada yada. Not really a good look for the NWA as well. Anyway, Mankind defeated the Big Show by disqualification. WWF Intercontinental Champion Road Dogg defeated Goldust, Ken Shamrock, and Val Venus in a full corners match. Kane defeated Hunter Hearst Helmsley by disqualification. WWF Women's Champion Sable defeated Tori. WWF European Champion Shane McMahon defeated X Pac. The Undertaker defeated Big Boss Man in Hell in a Cell match. Uh, I do remember that. Not the best Hell in a Cell match you'll ever see. And the main event, of course, was Steve Austin defeated The Rock to win the WWF Heavyweight Championship. Uh, good. Oh, I'm doing good. No big deal. At least you're here. That's all that matters. Flip my phone over so I won't hear it. And that does it for today in wrestling history. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't probably the best WrestleMania as I recall. I think everybody was, even though everybody knew Steve Austin was going to defeat The Rock, everybody was still, pop for Steve Austin winning the championship again. So it wasn't too bad at all. Well, that the main event match. Um, but yeah, they seem to be kind of a packed situation here, and I think at this point they were pretty much. I think they might have been going a little bit back and forth with WWE or WCW as far as who was number one from week one to week two or something like that. But yeah, worst Hell in a Cell ever. Yeah, it was not good. I, to put it bluntly. Then top it all off, you had the you know boss man hanging at the end. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, it was not a good one. Not good at all. Seen a whole lot better Hell in a Cell matches since then. Let's see here. I forget what else kind of happened there. Kind of stirred my memories up a little bit about that WrestleMania. I think I got more memories about 1988 Harris Brothers. I think after this they kind of lost them again. They brought in the Lee Serum for Sawyer Brown, and I didn't know this. I just recently watched their shoot interview, and apparently they went to high school. Chat or comments, chat me up. What's the name of the lead singer of Sawyer Brown? Is it Mark something or I can't remember. I remember at the time because he kind of made a few appearances on Memphis. I mean, not like consecutively, but sporadically. Apparently, he's a wrestling fan, but apparently Ryan Don Harris went to high school with the lead singer of Sawyer Brown. I'm sure Brenda Watson. Do you remember? Thought you was a big fan of Sawyer Brown. Hey, you seen him on Star Search? Okay, kids. There's this show called Star Search. Came out way before American Idol. The Star Search look for stars in music, comedy, and other things. So why is that baffling me? Don't make me Google. Don't make me Google. Yeah, Mark Miller. There we go. I got it. Mark Miller was the name of the lead singer of Sawyer Brown. But yeah, apparently the Harris twins went to school with him, high school with him, and they did an angle where uh, Harris was trying to win the tag team titles. It might have been Gary Young, Cactus Jack, or Gary Young, Max Payne, one of those. And he said, "Hey, here's our latest gold album. We'll put this up uh, for the tag team top. Because they Memphis did this a lot. It's like especially like the Lawler Dundee or Lawler Mantel thing, especially Lawler Dundee. It's like you know what like Jerry Lawler would be like, hey, uh, this is my belt. You want another shot of it? It's going to cost you now. What are you putting up now? I done gave you 2 or 3 shots. You never put up anything, so it'll be $10,000. Then it'll be um, my boat, my Cadillac. I think the Fullers did it in Southeast Championship Wrestling as well. I don't really remember. Maybe they did it Continental too, but I can't really remember right now. But I do remember they doing a lot in Memphis. Uh, then of course, you know, all right, Bill Dundee, you don't have to put up your hair now. No, I won't put up my hair, mate. I'm gonna put up my wife's hair. And his wife's hair got shaved. Then Bill Dundee will finally win it, stuff like that. Then they kind of reverse the deal, but they would do a lot of things. But Mark Miller was on Memphis TV. Say, hey, here's our gold album. I'm putting this up, you know, on the behalf of the Harris twins, Ron and Don Harris. They're friends of mine. Yada yada yada. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know for a long time that they were legitimate friends. They went to high school with them. But yeah, that's how my memory goes, folks. I ain't tell you stuff about 1988. I can barely tell you stuff about 1999. But yeah, like I said, all in all, what the best pay per view, whatever. The Steve Austin Rock match was okay. It's another one of those, the story behind it and everything else. The corporate Rock, yada 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 yada. Of course, that Taker Boss Man, match was eh, not good. Not good, brother. Not good times, brother. Not good times. Man, I haven't found a story lately about Dutch Mantel. It seemed like there was I had a streak there of how much Dutch Mantel, bad motherfucker. But it's not been mentioned lately. Yeah, give me a second, folks. We're gonna have to move some stuff around that way I can see everything. But yes, like I said, tonight's watch along is yeah. I need to make sure I talk on this mic. That's what messes up the sound a lot. Oh, close back up. It is Leroy McGuirk's Tri-State Wrestling. Do that. So since I downloaded this other little app for the OBS, I can't just type here on the on the app here, so I don't have to go back here. There's the link to the video. So if you're watching on Facebook Live, here's the link to the video here. Come on. So and while y'all getting situated, I'll take a little pause right here. A little pause for the calls. So I will be right back. All right, folks, I am back. Like I said, let me know when you are ready, and I will do a little countdown. We'll push play. So this is Leroy McGuirk's promotion here, and they do got the card down here in the comments. Oh yeah, give a thanks to Chris Z891979. Not sure what I'm thanking him for. I did try to use another one of his videos one time, and I emailed him, put something in the comments, and never, never, never responded. I don't know if he's still. I'll check it out later on after the show and see if he's even doing anything anymore. I know he still posts up a lot of classic stuff. Like that one video I was trying to see if I can use for this program and never did respond. So I just have to kind of keep doing it this way. All right, good to go. All right, here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. press play. Right. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I got oh Jim Ross, a young Jim Ross, somewhat young. Oh Scott McGee, that's a familiar name. And yes, I will apologize again. This is the same Billy Starr who was Mass Nightmare #1 in Deep South and he'll be Festus later on. Not the same Billy Starr who uh, was in a big Greensboro show, and I think in 1981, member of the Confederates. Um, still wrestles at 63, 65 years old. And Isanali, Star Child, Billy Starr. I wonder if he's a Kiss fan. El Toro and Ali. You just gotta love those old songs or old background music of the 70s and 80s. Oh, Pork Chop Cash. Yeah, Pork Chop Cash was pretty good in his day. Kind of sucks he don't get spoken of as much as other people. And Cash was one of these people too. You'll see some footage of him. He's ripped and or like this and fine tuned heel wrestler shape, 1980 style. old grandma right there in the front row. She's letting both wrestlers know how she feels. And what's the point of having sunglasses inside of a building? They pulled my britches, ref. Yeah, Cash, like, all right. I don't do those drop down toe hold uh hip toss arm drags. I just want to give you the elbows, I want to give you some punches and some kicks. Shot in the throat there. Yeah, fans back in the day. Back when actually, well, man, they care now. Oh, Jim Ross not didn't do bad on commentary at this point. Oh, he was referee for a while. Then moving into commentary. A student of Bill Watts, of course. Yeah, yeah. There's a I don't have a pointer on it or can't see what I'm saying, but yeah, there's a gentleman right back there. Don't look like he's old. And you got another lady back there, back in the back. Don't seem like she's like granny age, and like she was don't look 70 or anything like that. Now there's a grandma there with sunglasses on. Again, I gotta commend these refs back in the day. They act like they had some authority, and get in there and say, "Look, you're cheating. I see you. Open that hand up. Here's the count. Get off them ropes." Today, they just kind of just stand there. Reed trying to actually win one here. And that is it. Yeah, that's sometimes all it took. Pork chop cash beating the guy like he stole his crack pot. Yep. Oh, Scott McGee. Bobby Patterson ain't no 215 pounds. Bobby Patterson, come on, man. Bobby Patterson ain't no 215 pounds. I know. Dude's about as tall as about the same build as I do. He ain't no 215 pounds. And McGee's like, hey, I ain't gonna be like pork chop with that other guy. Oh, like I said, I guess I gotta rewind my watch to 1981, buy me one of their scales, and see if I'm 215 pounds. I ain't no. I mean, I can see that neither one. McGee's a little more built, but yeah, like I said, the guy in red, not no 215 pounds. Now, McGee's not that tall. I can almost, yeah. I mean, I see what you're saying. I can almost buy Scott McGee being 218, but Passion ain't no 215. Yeah, they must have bought that in Cornelia, Georgia. It could almost make you wish Kaiser opened up a doctor's office in Cornelia, and I go to that one and use their scale. Hopefully, they bought the same scale as these this place bought theirs. And yeah, I'll be honest, I ain't nowhere near 215 pounds. I'm north of 215 pounds. That's one thing I missed about Jim Ross's commentary, and missed when he became JR during the Attitude Era. It actually give these wrestlers, their athletic background, and kind of it does, you know, let people know that hey, these are legit athletes. Oh, Patterson got dropped on that noggin. He's like, nah, just count me out there, ref. there's that jazzy music. Oh, Doug Summers, a young Doug Summers. Oh, Stevie Offee. Uh, I did watch something interesting that had Stevie Offee. I guess they brought Stevie Offee as a third member of the Islanders with Haku, Tama, and Haku, Tonga Kid and King Tonga, Ming, whatever you want to call him. But they brought in Stevie Offee as the uh, High Chief Stevie Offee, and he had the same tattoos and gear on as Peter Maivia. Oh, that little fella sheet. On eagle with a little chop, little splash. That's another thing, dude. That's what you gotta do. Go eat, cheat a little bit. Yeah, the little people back in the day were fun to watch. That wasn't nice. Like, get your ass out of my face. Something that don't have enough of now. Not going to draw the house, but better fun. Yeah, they do have like all little people shows. Thought about checking one of those out one day, but just never got around to doing it. And there's one coming up pretty soon somewhere. Oh, we go with those little chop. Oh, he cheated. This is the same Terry Gibbs who was enhancement talent for the WWF. Is this the one of the famous bomb burners? Okay, I guess they posed this. I see a Carl, I see a Kurt, an Eric, another Kurt, a Cliff, and a Saul. No, it was a bomb burner. So basically, just use a bomb burner name because I think they were, um, yeah, they had they had a pretty good, tag team thing going from 1960 to 1974. Held many of tag team titles, Texas, Southern Tag Team Championships, the Mid Atlantic version and the Mid American version, Florida version of the World Tag Team titles, Texas version, Georgia version. They had in and out, but Hans von Brunner was not one of them. Yes, for a long time you can win with a neck breaker. Yeah, I do believe that's the same one, same Terry Gibbs that worked as a enhancement talent for the WWF for a long time in the 80s. Panda with a guillotine. And that's what it was called. So Mark Romero is actually Mark Youngblood from Puerto Rico. I think they're from, well, I think they were all born in California, but they're Hispanic. Strike that. I think their father, Ricky Romero, was born in California. The rest of them was born in Texas. But like I said, they're all Hispanic, uh, not not Native American. Let's see. Not sure who this. I think we've seen the one in there right now, the bald one with the. I think we've seen him in the Detroit big time wrestling. But the guy who's Mark Romero, that's Mark Youngblood. So we're familiar with him. Ricky Youngblood. Do you believe it says his name? Yeah. Not sure who. I don't think it's Chris. I think yeah. I think finally pulled up some information on Ricky Youngblood. I think he wrestled as like a briefly, briefly as Ricky Romero the third. Yeah, a lot of people use the name El Toro. Yeah, like I said, I think that guy who's in the ring, El Toro, he wrestled in at Detroit Big Time Wrestling. God, ah, so Chief Frank Hill was Jules Strongbow, and yes, he's Jules Strongbow was actually Native American. So, huh? I got news for yeah, yeah. He wrestled as Frank Hill here, but everywhere else he was Jules Strongbow. Jules Strongbow. And like I said, unlike Jay Strongbow, Jules is actually a Native American. executive producer Leroy McGuirk, produced by Jim Ross and Keith, whatever his name is. And actually, just looking stuff up here, uh, Ali Bay and El Toro were the final Tri-State Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Interesting stuff there. Not too bad. Uh, I can see why Terry Gibb was probably decent in ring guy, but looked like he had a personality of a block wall. Yeah, I don't think Jules Stromberg was definitely not 215 pounds. Um, his build height was 6'3", 240 pounds. Oh, excuse me, folks. Anything there? So I mean, we got to see a few familiar names. Like, yeah, most of these guys have personalities of bricks, bricks in the wall. Come on, Billy Star Child. Come on, man. Who's? Well, I don't know. He was entertaining at least. Trying to say he hypnotized people. The mixed tag team match was kind of fun to watch. Interesting seeing a younger Doug Summers and a younger CB Oppie. Like I said, that tripped me out when I got dang legend. Yep. Um, yeah, like I said, I don't think that lasted a long time. Yeah, it's see you probably if you watch Southern Championship Wrestling from Georgia back that day, that's that same Billy Star who was Mass Nightmare #1 and handsome Billy Star, and of course Hillbilly Festus. That's a Billy Star we know. The other Billy Star, not that familiar with, but like I said, the other Billy Star looked. Like I said, it was pretty funny. I was sitting next to her, and I was like, kind of marking out a little bit, going, "Yeah, Billy Star. Remember he's Hillbilly Festus, and remember the nightmares with uh, uh, not Ted Petty, Ted Allen, um, and all that. And she was like, just look at me funny, like, and she, was like, well, I know Billy Star, main event of the show in Greensboro with Greg Valentine. It's like, okay, I don't remember that, but 91, anyway. Um, but then she was like, then she asked me, it's like, oh, yes, world class next week. But then she, looked at me again and said, you don't buy a hat or shirt? And of course, I'm sitting there thinking back in my mind, it's like, as much as you obviously don't know who I'm talking about, you obviously don't know who I am when you say, do you want to buy? If she didn't know me, she would know the answer to that question. But yes, world class next week. Probably should have done it this week, but didn't think about it. I think we did world. Sometimes I can't remember too well. It's actually Southwest Championship Wrestling we watched a few weeks ago. Not world class, but we'll watch some world class. Not sure what year yet. Definitely gonna make sure whatever world class we watch is gonna have Bill Mercer on commentary. Um, and also next week, Spot Show live stream. Unless something big pops up in one of the other federations that happens, it's probably going to be at least mm, maybe, possibly, if I do the dynasty predictions plus my little fancy booking because it kind of coincides with all that. Oh yeah, definitely watch. Definitely like watching all this classic stuff. Sometimes I don't know which ones. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. We're good. Nope, we're not good. Oh, am I still on Facebook? I think I accidentally cut it off. Maybe. Okay. Uh, oops, I think I clicked on the wrong button there. Let's see. Oh, never mind. Oh, oh, oh. Uh, am I still on Facebook Live? I think I actually cut myself off. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can no longer be pushing the buttons as I'm streaming because I will accidentally cut myself off. Oh no. Oh well. I apologize. I definitely apologize for that. Let me. I'll post up and apologize in case anybody else is watching on Facebook. I pushed the wrong button. No, no, not that. Anyway, that's fine. But yep. Yeah. Not sure if I. It's actually pretty fun trying to find stuff too. Find some worthwhile classic wrestling. Need to dive a little deeper on some of this stuff, but we'll get to that one day. Damn, feel bad about doing that. No, that's okay. It's about that time to kind of call it a night. Time for me to cook some dinner, get cooled off, and all that good stuff. But appreciate everybody tuning in this week. Like I said, next week do some world class and talk about more or classic wrestling. Uh, Other than that, folks, have a good one. Take it easy. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Thank you for checking out our P2 Vision. Subscribe to our P2 Vision to watch Ronald Ray's content that covers the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. His weekly content starts off with Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. Every Tuesday, Ronald Ray asks 5 questions about the sport of professional wrestling. So tune in and have some fun. Then it's WWE Monday Night Raw recaps, where he recaps all the action from the Raw brand. Ronald Ray also does an AEW Dynamite recap show where he recaps and has fun doing it. Do you like live streams? Well, join Ronald Ray live on Spot Show Livestream, where he discusses current wrestling. Join the chat and have fun. Spot Show Livestream is on Thursday nights starting at 8 p.m. If current pro wrestling isn't your thing, like all wrestling past and present, or you're a new fan and want to hear how things were back in the day, then tune in to Wrestling Gold Friday night, where Ronald Ray discusses back in the day when wrestling was wrestling, featuring watch-alongs. That's Wrestling Gold Friday night on Fridays starting at 8 p.m.